Dr. Tampan, good afternoon. Tampan, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Srinivas.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Bala, Sudhir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Thomas.
Thanks for joining. Short notice, but this was, we wanted to get this done for
Right,
quite some
right.
time. We have been working on it. So, yeah.
I understand. We are all run around things like this only, no?
Yeah, yeah.
On the day's project in a government setup is very difficult, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, you're right.
That's why ministry will give it to a management consultant.
Yeah. Dr. Prashant Srivastava is telling no link is available. What you just said.
It is going to everybody with the same thing here. That who mail, we can send it. We can send it.
Hmm. Can you forward it to me in WhatsApp or can you forward to him in WhatsApp?
It's there actually. Join the meeting is there. I think probably you must have wanted separate link, but that's once you join, you click it, that's a link only anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. So he might not have noticed that. Yes. He has to click on that. Yeah.
Online. Secretary has joined.
It will take time to get into the. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Yeah.
sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Sir, we'll start, sir. It's 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, sir. So we have several colleagues here. There are others. There's online. There are people are joining, and then we also have people following the event through our live stream. So I would like to thank you. Wish you all a very good afternoon, and I would like to thank Secretary MOES Dr. Ravichandran, directors of MOS institutions. I see Tampan online, others are joining. I also have colleagues from the Ministry of Earth Sciences. I see Dr. Vijay Kumar, Dr. Prashant is joining online, and several others. We have actually the committee members who helped us with the review of this atlas itself. Chairperson, Dr. Gomadi Nayagam, who is online already. Then we have other colleagues who helped with this, Dr. Balaji Ramakrishnan, who is now the director of NIOT, Purnima, Dr. Prasad Bhaskaran, Sanil Kumar from NIO, Raghu Muthugude. All these people have been part of the committee which helped us. So a very warm welcome to all of you. And then we also have the team who have developed with the atlas, sir, all the colleagues sitting with me here. And I also have the INCOIS group directors, division heads, and all. Bala is here, Sudhir, Patabi, all of them have joined here. A very warm welcome to all of you, sir, and then a warm welcome to all the INCOIS colleagues and other colleagues who have joined this event online. Sir, we are very delighted to welcome all of you to release this integrated ocean energy atlas, which INCOIS has taken up, the development of which INCOIS has taken up several months back. In fact, at your advice, sir, Secretary has advised that we should take this up in a this integrated thing. And then we also projected this as one of the 100-day deliverables from INCOIS and of course of MOES. Sir, we all know why offshore renewable energy is very important, actually, including solar, offshore wind, wave, tidal, ocean thermal energy conversion, salinity gradient. They are all very largely untapped right now, especially in the Indian EEZ. And then if we are able to tap them, it will lead to a significant aid in the energy transition and moving towards a blue economy. And according to the International Renewable Energy Agency report, G20 countries, just the G20 countries collectively account for 81% of the total renewables and about 100% of the ocean energy. So for us to start first is to have an assessment, even for us to, we should know what is available. So from that perspective, INCOIS being the National and Regional Oceanographic Data Center, we have had this opportunity, had all this data that is mostly in situ data, satellite data, model data. We have had this data for 20 to 30 years of past data. And then we also run some models to produce some data sets using forcings of the last 20, 30 years. And then we have used this data set to come up with the atlas that has an integrated potential from several, both hydrological as well as meteorological, marine meteorological sources, sir. So we have actually here, we talk about solar and wind on the oceans, and then also hydrological, which is waves, tides, currents, ocean thermal gradient, and salinity gradient. So all these energy forms we have assessed individually, and also we have assessed and made an integrated assessment. We see that actually the assessment is, sir, potential. This is a theoretical potential. It is coming to about 9.2 lakh terawatt hour in 1 year. That's the kind of huge potential that we have within the Indian EEZ. We have also, sir, made this data available individually and the integrated maps available within a WebGIS platform. Any user could go and click there. He can get what is the potential for individual energy and integrated energy for the entire Indian EEZ. So this is the atlas that on the WebGIS we are requesting you to kindly release today, sir. And then we'll also print a few copies. There'll be a hard copy for which we have received the messages forward from the Honorable Minister of Earth Sciences and from your good self, sir. So that is also ready. We'll be releasing. And sir, I am also glad to inform that we have also made all these data sets available through the PM Gati Shakti portal. So all these things have been provided, sir. So we strongly believe this atlas will actually be a very useful and strong resource for researchers, industry, policymakers, especially the energy industry companies, sir, as we move towards harnessing our ocean resources, we think this will play a huge role. It will be a resource which people can refer to know which are the hotspots for major energy sources, and then think about how they can really be extracted. I think so. This will form the first starting point, sir. So, sir, in concluding my opening remarks, I'd like to welcome all of you, sir, and I would like to specifically thank Secretary MOES, because you had this faith that INCOIS is the area which had all this data and expertise to be able to do it. And then we have actually had a beautiful, wonderful committee, strong committee from various institutions with experts working on all these energy forms, chaired by Dr. Gomadhi Naikam. So I'd like to thank all of you, and then the INCOIS team who have done this wonderful work, sir. I will now, sir, hand over to, with your permission, sir, I would like to hand over to Dr. Gomadhi Naikam, who is the chair of this committee, for his opening remarks, sir.
Thank you, Director Srinivas. Honorable Secretary, it's a pleasure for me to be associated after retirement. MASU and India database selection and atlas release for blue economy in India. And it has been overwhelming the way they coordinated very fast, the experts as well as the committee members who served along with the committee, in which I was doing the chairman. And it was a real pleasure to be associated with this massive effort by INCOIS. And it's going to be a starting point for blue economy, which is yet to be fully exploited in India, with the 7,600 kilometers of coastline. And we have very much offshore wind is almost on the cards. We have been working more than a decade with the INCOIS to get the offshore wind energy potential, along when I was in National Institute of Wind Energy. And it has been very highly enjoyable to do this important document contribution from my side after retirement for this blue economy, the resources which are the fundamental thing to start with any project. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you, secretaries.
Thank you very much, sir. Sir, then now we will request you to, sir, release the atlas, and then of course we will run you through how it works, and then we will request you to speak, sir, actually. So if we can, sir, click on the launch, then it'll open the page. Yeah. So Kiran, you can show the website. Yeah. Yeah. So, sir, this is the web page, sir. So what you are seeing right now is an integrated potential map. So what you're seeing, sir, is the, so we have actually, that is the EEZ. We have divided the entire country. Of course, we could divide it in any way. We could do it states. Then we could do it as northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. So what we have right now done is, sir, we have grouped them into a set of different states. Like, for example, what you're seeing northeast is West Bengal and Odisha. And Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu is the southeast. Then on the west, we have Kerala. And then we also have Maharashtra, Goa, and then Gujarat. So like that, we divided into groups of states just for convenience. We could have done it any either way. And then we also have Andaman Nicobar. So we have actually tried to categorize these under these things. We have the integrated potential in each of those boxes. We have individual as well as, integrated potential, sir. So you click on any box, for example, it gives us what is the total wave, current, each of those individual things, what is available, and then what is the total within that sector, that is terawatt hours actually. And then that is the integrated one. But then people would like to have more details on the individual forms of energy. So that is available, sir. If you click on solar, then under solar, what we thought was we can have one integrated annual kind of average. And then if we click on that, we will get that number at that particular lat long. It will give the sector-wise estimates already. And then you also have within that particular sector, wherever you click on a WebGIS, you'll get what is the potential. Annual mean you'll get for under the annual. But then somebody who is actually trying to harness energy, they would like to know within a year, annually, how is it actually varying? So for that, we also have monthly maps, sir. So bottom, you have a slider where you see that solar energy, you see that summer, naturally it is more. So you slide it, how the solar energy changes, potential changes in different months of the year. And we have data, much more granular data. For example, some industry or company wants to really know, or somebody researcher wants to know much further details. We have, much granular data that we can actually give. So this is on solar, sir. Similarly, if we go to, and for everything, we have followed very standard methodology that has been reviewed by the entire committee. We have, wherever required, we have taken international standards and methods that are being used. Like, for example, the US Energy Agency, they have done some work on some of these things, but it is not in this integrated form. I would say ours is much, in an integrated and better form. So wherever required, there are global standards, we have used those global standards. We have used the best available data set. Indian Ocean, I don't think anybody has data at the resolution that we have, both spatial and temporal. So, and then we use standard methods, and each energy form, sir, there is a information button on the top. If you click that, we will get what is the data sets. This is a metadata. What is the resolution of the source data? It is about 0.25 degree. We have used data set from 1993 to 2019, for example, for wind. So that's about 23, 24 years of data. Then what is the methodology used? We can, if we click on that, it will tell us what are the methods that are used, what are the formulae that we use to calculate this computation, how did we compute this, and then all that, efficiency assumed, validation. Each of these things has been validated with data sets, buoy data sets, and wherever we have data, it has been validated, sir. So similarly, you have wind. We have wind monthly, annual. We have power density, annual, monthly. Then similarly, we have wave, energy, annual, monthly. And then we have power density, again, wave, power density, annual, monthly. So everything is there, sir. Ocean currents, again, we have annual, monthly. So ocean currents, you see that East Coast, the strong currents are there in the East Coast, actually. Of course, that changes with the season as well. That we can actually see in the monthly data. It is very clearly visible. Again, current data, what are the data sets that we used, all this is available, sir. Then we have, of course, power density. Then we have ocean thermal energy. A lot of support we have got from NIOT. Dr. Purnima was part of the committee. So she has reviewed all of this thoroughly. Of course, coastal, we don't have much because we need, depth, energy gradient has to come from depth. So that is there. You see a lot of potential Andaman Nicobar Islands and in the East Coast, Southwest Coast. This is monthly data. Annual also is there. Then we also have salinity gradient, sir. Salinity gradient, what we have done is each of the river mouths we have taken. So the energy, so you click on that, we can get the, salinity gradient for in different months. And we also have tidal. These are all the different river mouths, sir. Wherever there is a river, we have actually done that. Tidal, as expected, a lot of tidal energy is there in the northern, like for example, the Gulf of Khambat. And then we also have it in the northern Bay of Bengal, where the tidal ranges are very high. So all those data sets are available. So, and on the right side, you see, sir, we also have, we can switch on, switch off EEZs because it's a WebGIS. Then probably where are the mangroves? Like, for example, eco-sensitive areas. If somebody wants to set up an industry, that we want them to know that, okay, there are eco-sensitive areas. So mangroves, coral areas. Then we have shipping lines, because this is also important for people to know when they are setting up infrastructure. Then this is bathymetry, high resolution bathymetry is there. Then we also put up cyclone tracks. Like, for example, if they want to really set up facilities, this is cyclone track data of the past, I think, 100 years. We have cyclone track data. Then we also put other things like ports and harbors. Where are the major ports and harbors? So this can be enhanced, sir. And then this, what we are thinking is now anybody wants to really make calculations on their own. We want to give that facility to the users. For example, somebody wants to know what is the integrated wind energy and current energy. If they want to know, they can actually just and make analysis on those layers, so they can do it independently. So that way, this entire website we want to make it right now, make it much more interactive. And then all these layers, as I mentioned before, sir, we have provided to the Gati Shakti portal, and then we have given them an SOP. Now, this what I'm showing you is actually a snapshot from the PM Gati Shakti portal. So we have given them the SOPs. Right now, they have been able to take in about 2 layers. Remaining layers, they will do it. But this will be available through password protected websites only to the authorized people in the user ministries, actually. Whereas our product will be much more openly available, both as a web and as the Atlas, sir. So this is the brief, sir. I would now actually, sir, request you to kindly address us.
Thank you, Srinivas. I think my colleagues from MOS institutions and Dr. Komedi Nayagam, as well as other experts, those who have contributed to this particular atlas and other things. First of all, thank you very much. And I think this is very important aspects. First and foremost, I congratulate INCA's team for coming out with various atlases, various energy resources available across in Indian East. I know it is very painstaking task for more than 6 or 1 year old. And I also thank the advisory group, those who have gone through in detail and providing valuable input to the INCA's team. I personally feel this is a very good product, very important, and it is a need of the hours. Because when we were talking, I was talking with the highest officials when we are planning to go for a blue economy policy. So before making the policy, you demonstrate some of the resource potential available. When you talk about blue economy, you talk about food, maybe fisheries or aquaculture and other things, then water, desalination and other things, then energy, this same today, whatever we are doing that. And then what is the shipping resource, that means what is the optimum ship routing and many other things in shipping line. And also overall, how the climate change impact in terms of the ocean and the climate change impact on the ocean and its impact on the weather and climate. And also health of the ecosystem. Not only health of the ecosystem means, I mean, health of the one planet. Now they are going one health aspect, how it is changing ecosystem, health. So all these things we have to put together in order to understand what is the blue economy potential available. And each ministry has been given the task of providing some pilot-based project. That means blue economy, if you take it, energy, okay, MOUs is come. How much resources available in energy, whether it is a harnessable, whether technology is available, how much we can harness, all these things, you come out something. Similarly, for shipping ministry has been given some task. Fisheries, they have been given for offshore fisheries. There is no policy now. They have to come out with the offshore fisheries policy so that we can go from present to 4% of GDP, the blue resources, to maximum up to 8%, maybe in at least in a decade. At least we have to go double the blue economic contribution. So that is a major objective. And in fact, in the top highest official, they were continuously monitoring what you have done and other things. Even recently, last week, I am able to give some information about this, various ministries, what they are doing. And it is an important development in that respect. I personally thank the team, those who are working together in this various energy, whatever is available, because first one is theoretically how much available in is that we want to know so that we can invest. Having said that, parallelly, I was talking with some of the industries because that has come from PMO, they have directed. as well as some of the public sector company. So one industry and one public sector company, they have already come forward to invest. So they were asking for where to invest. So I think we will be directing them now where we have to go and other thing, whether we have to go for tide or whether we have to go for offshore wind. Of course, offshore wind now 0.5 into 2 MNRE is already started up with the tender and other things. But apart from that, new things we will think about any other ocean thermal energy or salt or maybe tide or wave or current, anything we can think of it in the industrial partnership, because they have already come forward, even though they know that economically is not viable, but they want to invest. That's a good signs. And also one of the public sector company, I will what is called talk to them further. They want to invest under what is called some of the funding, science and technology funding from them. They want to invest in East Coast. So that way, they already they have come forward. I think we will share this energy atlas with them and see. We will explain to them what are the things are available, how we can go about, where is the other countries, what they are doing, all these things. Maybe we can have some separate discussion with them so that they will be able to start planning some major plant or maybe operation, semi-operational plant. And also this, we have to advocate in such a way that it is very important. It is not only for energy resources, but also it is a net zero contribution. It is very important aspects that we have to maybe advocate in the coming years, how we can contribute to net zero in this aspect. I have 2-3 further requests that maybe INCA is. One is, of course, we need to go for maybe not only for maybe India, what we have done. Suppose if you are able to do some other countries as well, especially in Indian Ocean, small island nation and other things. So we want to pitch for a global South leader. We can also provide that energy resources, what is available to the islands, maybe Mauritius or Maldives or Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, other countries, other neighboring countries. Also, we can think of making it. If we are able to make it, and definitely it will be very, as a global leader, global South leader, we can contribute to them. That is number one. And second thing is, and one more in this energy potential, recently I was talking with somebody from, I think US, somebody has come, they were discussing, they are also working out some of the potential in the coastline. Basically, whenever you have you take Vizag. Vizag is a little elevated place. So you make a solar panel in the ocean, and the solar energy you harness and use the same salt water, you pump it to the height of the hill during the daytime. And during the night time, when it is reverse it to the sea, and you can produce the hydroelectric type of things. So solar energy in the daytime, nighttime hydroelectric, so that entire throughout the day, you will get the energy. So that their pilot plant they have shown to me. I think it was very impressive. So what we have to do is maybe all along the coast, if we have a digital elevation model, maybe if we have where it is possible, they told that if it is a minimum, some 20 to 30 meter is required elevation. Suppose if we take about our NCCR in what is called Vizag. So nearby, we can start with one plant at least, where let them pump in the solar panel with the water. So we are not desalinating or anything. Simply salt water, you pump it and it will come back. So daytime it will go up, nighttime it will come back. So that's the way we can think of it. And later on, we can see how much potential that is available all around India. So I think US is already working on that. I think that also we can also think of making such an effort so that we can do solar come hydroelectric type of things. So which we can think of, that is a number 2. And also third one is maybe since we are talking about blue economy in the larger perspective, and I am sure that the only organization which can do for this aspect also, that is called optimum ship routing. I think one ship routing, because now we were talking about shipping ministry, they were telling that we can jointly, we can do. for optimum ship routing. Suppose if you one line, you take it as a pilot project, suppose from Chennai to Singapore. So normally how the ship is going, but if you use the wind and wave or wind and current, how it has to go economically viable route. So you make that to route so that we will see compare. Maybe we can see even our own ship also, we can go with the same knot speed and we can think about various trial and error. Then we can use that one. Or we can also, I think earlier also I mentioned that we have to think about the coastal currents. The coastal current, you see, India is the only country where you have 6 months one direction and another 6 months in another directions. So whether we can make use of that one, both the energy as well as the optimum ship route. I think you have shown the coastal currents. I think nearby Vizag or somewhere Machilipatnam, you have highest current. So whether we can have a maybe underwater turbine or something we can establish, that is one thing. And second thing is these coastal currents, how economically used for transporting from north to south and south to north. I think this is also very important to think about. I think there are a lot of, since the data available, you have plenty of data. You can imagine so many things you can do, various products and services. I'm sure that in the this coming years, you will be able to get to more and more requirement from other ministries, because this has already been highlighted to other ministries, and especially when it goes to Gati Shakti. Now more and more ministries are looking at it, what is available, and they are coming forward with the, how to use it and what it is. All these things they are talking. I think definitely we will be able to provide some meaningful services to various government agencies as well as private. So I think with this, definitely I'm sure that we will be able to contribute some meaningful way to the country as well as for the leader in the global south perspective. I thank once again INCAI's team for bringing out this atlas. I am really, I know how hard it is, but you have brought out very nice way, and some of the things which I am not expected, that is also layers you have put, like ship route, cyclone, and all other things. That is also very important. So I think we can go on build this layer, and it will give a more and more meaningful outcome for the many people, not only for the government agencies, but also private and public sector agencies. I think with this, once again, I thank you all for contributing this major atlas, and I'm sure that this atlas will pave some meaningful outcome for various direction. And I will take it to further so that they will understand what we have done, and maybe they will be separately, if it is possible, they can invest some of the things in this energy harnessing that also we can think of separately. So with this, I once again thank you all, and I thank the those who have contributed to bring the atlas. At the same time, those who have advised us to bring the meaningful atlases, and also special thanks to Dr. Srinivas and Dr. Bala and Dr. Sudhir for spearheading this objective. Thank you, one and all. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you very much, sir. Sir, with your permission, there are also Dr. Balaji is online. He was also part of our one of our committee member, Dr. Purnima is there. So a couple of minutes we would like to hear from them, sir, with your permission. Dr. Balaji, I know, please go ahead, because you have helped us with all that, salinity, these things and all. Yeah.
Thank you, and good evening to one and all. It really gives me immense pleasure to speak from the chamber of the director's office, NIOT, first of all. This is the first time, of course, I'm addressing all of you from here. And thanks for the opportunity to be part of this team, Dr. Srinivas. Like I said before, we have done this effort independently and discreetly in the past. I would say that, kind of an attempt, academic as well as research attempt. But this is the first of its kind that where we are trying to collate all the marine renewable energies in one single book. I think that itself is actually a good achievement in my opinion. And this will be like the starting point for those who would really like to exploit or explore the marine renewables. And another point I think I also already mentioned, that this will also make pay way for further exploration of whether it is actually economically possible, environmentally it is feasible, whether is there any ecological sensitive zones which will be affected and so on. So no doubt this atlas is a great feat from INCOI's team, and I'm happy to be part of this team.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Balaji. I think Dr. Purnima is there who helped us with all that OTEC work. Dr. Purnima, please, a couple of minutes. Any comments from you?
Sure. Dr. Secretary and Dr. Srinivas Kumar and all the other esteemed committee members. First of all, thank you for making me part of this committee. It was really a very interesting exercise, and I must say congratulations to the INCOIS team. It has come out so well and beautifully. In fact, you've also had this GIS kind of thing, which is really, I think, the need of the hour. And I'm sure we can keep building on it and making it better. Today, the need is to bring industry in, as the Secretary very correctly said. So this will help to act as a tool to make industry want to get into the field of ocean renewables. And with your permission, sir, tonight I'm leaving for the OES EXCO meeting. And I'd like to say that India has prepared this Ocean Energy Atlas so that people can come to know that now we have a ready reckoner which can be used to understand whether there can be an investment made in India. Already, as you know, Shell, we have made a design for Shell, and they are looking for ways to have a market strategy in India and to invest. So I think this will pave the way. So with your permission, sir, I'll also mention it there in that meeting. And thank you, Dr. Srinivas, for letting me help with this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, madam. Sir, other members could not participate, so I will now hand over to Dr. Bala for the vote of thanks. Bala, please.
Thank you, Srinivas. First of all, I thank Honorable Secretary, Ministry of Science, Dr. M. Ravichandran, for his continuous encouragement, guidance, and setting it as a priority for us actually to work. So, sir, thank you very much that you released it. But you have given us a lot of ideas and a lot of insights, so that it become a very good atlas now. So most of the things what you are telling regarding this, the logistic when they go for the operationally thing, that also we will try to incorporate more and more layers. Also, as advised by Srinivas, we also planning for a meeting of all the energy sectors, major energy sectors, so that at INCOIS, so that we can explain to all potential and get feedback if they want any kind of improvement. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your support. And Dr. Srinivas Kumar, from the beginning itself, we have this idea. He has actually, I think, from a headmastership, he has encouraged the things to go with a very timely manner, so that we could complete it as a 100-year program of 100-day program of this ministry. And sir, most important, we have is Dr. Gomadhi Nayagam and the entire review team here. Dr. Gomadhi Nayagam was with us from the almost 10 years before, when we first made the Marine Wind Energy Atlas. Sir, your insight into that and a lot of suggestions you and the team has come actually really improved this Atlas. I particularly mentioned all other members, Professor Balaji, Dr. Purnima, Dr. Sanil Kumar, Dr. Raghu Muthugude, and Prasad Bhaskaran, all the Melat here. So, and also Dr. Mahapatra, DGIMD, and I thank Dr. Balaji is also now the director of NIOT. Congratulations to him. Also, we thank him his support and presence here. Also, we thank our colleagues from MOES, Dr. Vijay Kumar and Dr. Srivastava, Dr. Mahesh Kumar.
Yeah.
So also all our colleagues are here. And I'm supremely happy and thank my colleagues, Dr. Sudhir, Harikumar, Ramya, Mahindra, Mohandi, Kiran, and all the very young fellows who worked them and made this success within very short span of time, actually. And also the all our divisional heads, we have Francis Nagaraj, Annapurnaya, Sudhir, and Group Director Patavi. All their help. It is actually pan-invoice product. So we thank all of them. And also the support is also came from the admin, our invoice admin and finance, especially Subramaniam and Nagesh Rao, as well as our Devendra Kumar. We thank all of them. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. We'll take it to more heights, and we will also try to release the version 2 of that, getting the feedback from the industry partners. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your
Thank
time
you.
and thank everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Can we all switch on the video once before we leave? We'll take a picture, sir. Everybody switches on the video.
Also, in the meantime, you just to find out any countries whether they have done like this atlas, any other country whether they have done. I think
Sure,
not
sir.
many countries have not.
sir,
According to my
actually,
knowledge, nobody has done. I think
Yes,
that
sir.
is
Integrated is not there, sir. Integrated atlas is not there.
I think it is not there as an integrated platform. So I don't think anybody has done in one single platform. Every marine renewable is actually integrated.
Yes, sir. It's as Balaji told, it's like a bit and pieces. People are done and they publish it, but this kind of integrated thing we couldn't see that.
Even NREL, they don't have this kind of an integrated fashion, sir. They have bits and pieces everywhere, one part of the coastline somewhere, another part somewhere like that they have for different energies.
Marine don't.
Taken, huh? Okay, sir.
And
Thank you
also,
very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you for bringing
you very
in
much.
within 100 days of things also. That is also
Yes,
added.
sir. Yes, sir.
Congratulations
Yes,
to
sir.
all. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
very
sir.
much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar.
Thank you.
Oh, Prasad is also there. Dr. Prasad. Good evening. Dr. Mahapatra, good evening. We missed you. We didn't see you before. No, you are not audible.
He's muted, I think.
You are muted.
No problem, no problem.
Yeah.
Happens.
So you're, yeah. Thanks for joining. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All of us will
Bye-bye.
meet next week.
Yeah.
Good effort by you, by your team.
Yeah. It is our team. Yeah.
Young team.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Prasad Garu. Next week we'll meet at the ESO meeting. We have to meet. And of course, Vizag, we'll meet in Vizag.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Bye. Thank you. Patra Saab is frozen. I think he would have left, but he's frozen.